So we are back again. Arsenal have been absolutely embarrassed 5-0 at the Etihad. They actually had 9% possession in the second half. Something that I don't think I've ever seen for a sustained period of football in the Premier League. Maybe I've missed it, but I've never seen 9% come up on the screen after 20 minutes of a second half. That was shocking, lads. Absolutely shocking. Poor performances all over the park. Kenny, let's just start straight away. Give me a little breakdown of your thoughts and then give me a score for Leno.
Let me tell you something now. No player escapes punishment. I'm going after the players as well as the manager, because I'll tell you one thing, right? You like I said, you come as a package, mate. You're not going to get. You're not going to let that man, that guy, that poor man. And I do feel for him, even though I want him out. Get all the flack because you really let him down today. But what you did is that you can't fool me. None of you guys were worth a shirt. And as for you, Leno, don't think you're coming away with credit. You're just doing your job. That's what you're paid for. You work in every training. As far as I'm concerned, good saves, but that's what you're paid for. I will never forgive Chambers. I will never forgive Granit Xhaka. Tierney, don't think because everyone sings your name, you're one of these untouchables. Not with me, you're not. That was pathetic from you. I have no time for Kolasinac. Xhaka, I can't talk about him. Smith Rowe and Saka, don't think, England recognition and new contract means you're out of this as well. You're pathetic as well.
They were.
Odegaard, don't take the piss like that ever again on my watch. You took a fucking piss, right? For the first goal, you took a piss. You took a piss where you're just walking around and letting through balls from their goalkeeper.
Yeah.
No one else go through. Don't pull the Royals in my eyes. Don't think you're going to hide like cowards behind this manager, because I'm going after all of you. As for the manager, I can't even look at you on TV. Just do everyone a favour and pack your bags and go. And before anyone in the comments below says, but who? Don't you dare even go there. Don't you even dare say by default what you did with Wenger. There are many people that will be killing to play Arsenal's job, because I'm going to go for the board now. You've caught this up, and now you're going to do what we want you to do, and you're going to carry on getting us more reinforcements by Tuesday, and then you're going to give this new manager the support and the infrastructure that we need. And by the end of the season, you're going to make the consistent changes to get rid of Edu and Vinay. If you're a serious club and you want us to be a fourth, I want people who work for Harvard, not YTS trainees.
Well said, mate. Give me a score for Leno.
Leno, 3, because you made 3 saves.
I thought that was because he put his shirt on the right way round twice and actually turned up in Manchester. Jez, do likewise. Give me your thoughts, mate, and then give me a score for... let's go Callum Chambers. You can have Callum... No, actually, we'll go Cedric. We'll go right backs. No, actually, fuck it. We're going Callum Chambers. You can have Callum Chambers, mate.
Well, basically, I totally endorse what Kenny's just said. Arteta is useless, but the players today were fucking shocking, man. And as I said on my thing with Tom, I honestly do think a lot of these players have given up with Arteta. You only had to look today at Aubameyang. He couldn't be fucked to be there. He didn't. He was just not interested. And as for our new Bergkamp, I mean, as I said on a couple of streams, I'll always support a new player coming into Arsenal. We saw him last year, and he didn't really do a lot. And today, the man, our creative midfielder, well, I don't know what to say. And as for Xhaka, well, you know how much I like him.
Yeah.
you know I love that man. What an absolute complete. See you next Tuesday. Away to Man City. Yeah. Best club in my book in the league. And he does that. And
he does talking on the pitch, Jez, apparently. Well, yeah, you just showed us what you do on the pitch, mate.
Didn't he? Oh, yeah. Look at me. Prick. You know? Anyway, let's get... Would you say Chambers?
Chambers, yeah. Go with Chambers. Out jumped. I
Chambers.
given the one for the first goal. Or misread the flight of the ball, should I say?
Yeah.
Absolutely twisted inside out every single time they got the ball down that side. He was spinning around like a fidget spinner. It was disgusting.
I'll give him a 1 for putting his boots on the right feet.
It didn't look like it for most of the game.
No, but yeah, sorry. He's lucky to get a 1.
Let's go to Kenny Kolasinac. Why is he in the squad? Number 1, when he's probably going to be leaving at the end of this month in a couple of days. Number 2, we've loaned out a young boy called William Saliba, who's deemed not good enough to play first-team football at this club. This guy is deemed good enough to play first-team football away to Man City.
Even a bigger indictment. Mari must have played really, really, really badly, and he actually did. And the thing about it is that he had to play because Mari's been catastrophic against Brentford. He was catastrophic against Chelsea. But seriously, Mari's catastrophic wasn't that catastrophic for him to play. For him to play. That selecting him is actually asking for the sack. You're asking for the sack if you're playing him.
Yeah.
Kolasinac, the only time I noticed he was playing is when his boot came off. One.
Some of these scores are kind of generous. I can't lie. I would have given him nothing. But it's not my player ratings. Jez, Rob Holding. We signed this guy up to a new deal to protect his value.
50 pence.
Yeah. What did you make of him, mate?
Shocking. Bloody useless. Not good enough to play for Arsenal. And I'm going to give him a 1.
Let's go to Tierney, Kenny.
Tierney, please do not hide about your performances. Just because people say you're captain material, right? You don't fall all over my eyes. I gave you a bye against Brentford. I went for you at Chelsea, but what you did for the first goal, unforgivable, completely a shambles. You know what you did. You never, ever, ever allow Jesus to go on his right foot and then allow him to create an angle and an overlap. Don't get me wrong. There's another idiot in there called Odegaard. But even so, you're a leader of men. All right? I know what you're trying to do, but I'm sorry. And the coach is part of it, but you've got to take collective responsibility. You're an experienced player, all right? And you know when you go across the right line, you're a game manager. Today, you know what? I'll give you a 2 because it's you. But that's all you're getting, a 2.
He's been infected with this shambolic defending that the rest of these clowns have got. And his demise in the last 12 months under this manager, especially the last 12 months, it's been shocking, man. He has gone from being an absolutely top-class left-back to being out of his depth at times, if we're being honest. I don't necessarily blame him all the time. Yeah, but today he was really poor. He was poor the other night as well against Chelsea, sorry. Jez, let's go to the opposite side. Cedric Suarez. Oh, dear. Jack Grealish must have been licking his chops when he was up against him.
Yeah. Why did we ever buy that guy? I can't see why we did. I mean, these are Arteta's players, man. And that sums it all up, doesn't it, really? He doesn't impress me ever. So, sorry, mate, you're getting a 1 as well.
Where's Becky B? Where's he hiding? Because he ain't even been in squads.
You know the thing about it? The guy's begging to leave the club. He's begging. He's begging. We don't want him. He don't want to be there. No. Come on, it's a win-win. Everyone's going to be happy, except for some reason, there's a homegrown player. Forget homegrown. Just put it back. Just it's like me buying a steak and then bringing it home. The shop says there's no refunds, and I realised like I said, it's instead of being pink, it's gone a bit purple. It's bloody wet down a train. That's what he is. Come on.
Let's go into midfield. Let's go. We're going to have to start with Xhaka, Kenny.
0 out of 10. 0 out of 10 for his performance.
That is generous.
0 out of 10 for his performance. 0 out of 10 for getting sent off. His performance, he's an experienced player, and inject this into your veins. Ederson, the goalkeeper, was playing through passes which were getting past the midfield. You know, he should be able to get out of a situation where he should be instructing the front three not to let that happen. He should also,
captain.
Yeah,
he's an international Switzerland captain. He's awesome.
Exactly. You know, see, I mean, I don't know how he done it, but I'll tell you one thing, right? He's played a blinder with us. Not only has he managed to, like, virtually get back the captaincy when Damien's not there, but he's managed to trouser an improved contract. I mean,
and most of the fans are on his side. Makes no sense.
So what's happened? Don't get me wrong, I backed him over Crystal Palace because I still think that some of the fans need to take it to the chin if they're going to give it. But that performance was disgrace, and it's again he was looking after his own performance, and it was nowhere. Yeah. He was getting, the thing that was embarrassing, he was getting bullied off the ball, pushed to the floor. You big lad, hard man. Fake hard, mate.
Mate, we see that the other week though against Reece James. He went to back into Reece James. Reece James just went move and pushed him straight over. It's like you said, he thinks he's a hard man when the reality is he ain't. Yeah, zero. He's lucky.
That's what he deserves. Zero.
Jez, let's go to Smith Rowe.
Smith Rowe, dearie me. Why does that guy always run into someone? I mean, I think I must have seen it 4 or 5 times today. He's got the ball going down the wing, and he runs into someone. I'm sorry, Smith Rowe. You have not got the ability to take on players in Man City and take the piss out of them. You've got the number 10. I don't think you're good enough to have the number 10. And I'm going to be generous, because he did make a few runs but gave the ball away. So I'll give him a very generous 2.
Martin Odegaard, Kenny. The creative spark that we've been missing.
0 out of 10. Nothing, not 0. The reason why he's getting marked down is his part in the goals. The first goal, can't forgive him. Because the other day, Tierney is getting it. But who's a captain of Norway at Man Madrid, to just stand there and not react when on the overlap, when your mate is in trouble. Nah, for that alone. And then it says a lot that in the first half, there was a period when we had no possession whatsoever. So you hardly affected the game because we didn't have the ball. And in the second half, we had 9% possession. I'm sorry. I can't give you a mark if you're not getting the ball. So that's a 0. It's justified 0.
Fact. Bukayo Saka got subbed at half time. Rightly so, in my opinion. I thought he was shocking today. But what did you make of him, Jez?
I thought he's very, very, very poor. He spent more time on his arse than he did on the ball, to be fair. Very disappointed with him. I saw nothing in that fella today at all. He didn't look interested, so I'm sorry, mate, you're getting a 0.
I can't disagree, to be fair. Kenny, our club captain, the striker that bagged a hat-trick the other night, he's back. Aubameyang's back.
Normal service resumes. Normal service resumed, Lee. Normal service resumed. Probably no service. The only time he shook a leg was probably in the first 10 minutes of the game. After that, do I give him a mark because he stretched the defence when we had this mini period of control in the first 10 minutes, or did I give him what he deserved? I just give him a 1. I just give him 1 for stretching the defence. Apart from that, I can't give him anything else.
Mate, I can't disagree with these ratings, by the way. But let's move on to substitutes. Half-time, Mohamed El Neni came on, Jez.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, says it all, doesn't it? Why is that guy still here? Why do we have to hang on to these absolute shit players? He did nothing. He in the second half, we might as well be playing with 9 men, really, to be fair, because it looked like we were with what was actually being produced. So I'm sorry, mate. I'll give you a 1 for putting your shirt on.
Lacazette came on. I don't know why we brought him on because we weren't getting forward. We should have just put another defender on. But we brought him on. What did you make of that, Kenny Ken?
Well, he stretched the defence on his own. He actually showed a bit of running, so I'm going to give him a 2 because he actually ran. All
Yeah,
to no avail and lost
he
calls.
actually did more than Aubameyang for me. And he was only on the pitch, 20 minutes?
Yeah.
Mad. Maitland-Niles, here you go. You're 4-0 down, mate. 5-0, whatever it is. There you go. You go and get in midfield, mate. Like, I thought that was shocking to put him in there. Like, after the way he's treated him for the last 12 months. And then, oh, go on, mate. 5-0 down. You go and run around and chase shadows. I thought that was horrible, Jez. What did you make of it, mate?
Yeah, I think it's ridiculous. I'll tell you what you should have done at that point. With our 9% possession, we had 2 keepers on the bench, didn't we?
Yeah.
I'd have taken somebody off and put another goalkeeper in with old Leno. Have 2 goalkeepers. It's not against the laws. You can have 2 keepers on the pitch.
Well, this is true. You can have 2 keepers on the pitch. Only one can handle the ball, though.
At least he's there, isn't he? At the end of the day, bringing on Maitland-Niles made absolutely no difference at all. So, but I felt sorry for him being thrown in like that. So, for that fact alone, I'm going to give Maitland-Niles a 4.
I'm going to let you both mark the manager. Before we get to the manager, I just want to read a tweet that Charlie Nicholas.
I've got it right here.
Oh, you got it as well. I've got it as well.
Yeah.
Champagne Charlie has tweeted, I've backed Arteta until now, but I think he has got all the important decisions wrong again. Time for change. Things need to change quickly. A 63-year low, bottom of the league and no points from 3 games. It's only fair fans get the answers they deserve. Yeah. I don't know what he means about a 67-year low. Does that mean it's the first time we've been bottom in 67 years? I don't know.
We were very poor. There was a time between 1953 and 1970 we didn't win a trophy. So yeah, and the 60s were searching times for the football club. So I don't know. He's probably, if he talks between 1953 and it's probably 60, 67, 68 years ago, that is probably pertinent and relevant. You know what I mean? But I don't think Charlie Nicholas will be getting any ambassadorial work at Arsenal.
Do you know what's funny is I've exactly just tweeted that.
54-55. According to my stat book, we were bottom of the league after 3 games. So
right. So that's what he means.
Oh, that's what he means. Wow. Mate, I've never seen it this bad in my lifetime, and I've seen some crap. You guys have seen more than me.
Same as. I totally agree. I've never seen this bottom of the league.
Not at all. I think, like there was a time in 82, 83 where it was very bad in the league, but we still got 2 semi-finals. And even 94, 95, when George left, we got 2 European Cups, Winners' Cup final.
Yeah.
And we finished about the same kind of positions. But, I think what's happening is that we've seen these performances we've seen in the last 3 games. We've actually saw loads of them under Wenger. But what was happening is that his go-to point was, we went on a run and we got into Europe. Well, top the Champions League because, our home form was exemplary, and when we tried and put it together, we and passed the ball properly, we got out of jail. We just haven't got out of jail a squad or out of jail players at the moment.
No, well, this is the thing. Like, I think under a different manager, we could potentially fly up the table. Yeah,
100%.
Because they're not as bad as they're showing in them 3 games this season. Forget West Brom. That was a kids' team, under 12s, whatever, yeah? These 3 league games, we're not as bad as them 3 results and performances more than anything. Maybe not so much the results, but the performances, have been shocking. Like, we've not scored a goal in 3 games, and this guy's had a pre-season that he's been begging for. What has he been doing?
Well, that's the thing that astounds me. You guys watch pre-season. I refuse to. And all
I didn't watch it. I didn't watch any of it.
Yeah, all the times, right? All right. Lee Judges. I was watching Lee Judges on TV, and he was talking about pre-season, and I was thinking, "Come on, Judge, it's only like a practice match." But I owe him an apology because all the things him and Dave were telling me, I saw at Spurs in the Mind series, and then they took that form into Brentford. So if you take away Millwall and Watford, that's what you take. You can't say that we didn't have a fully fit team to go in, because Aubameyang, like I said, played 3 seasons. Every player, and even Ben White, came on against Chelsea and he played at Tottenham. So we had a fully fit squad initially. It was COVID-19, admittedly. Thomas Partey, got tackled badly against Chelsea. But really, the only proper injury we've had is Thomas Partey.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
COVID, I don't consider COVID-19 an injury. No. I just consider it a circumstance of what's happening in the world.
We're not the only club that's been affected by it, so it shouldn't be an excuse. Yeah, every club's been affected by it. Every club pretty much has had a player go down.
Arteta, sorry, Lee. Arteta, you can't mark him because it's just too cruel now. And and it's not personal. I think what's happened is that someone needs to sort of tap him on the shoulder and just have that honest conversation with him, and just say, "Look, thank you for everything you've done in the last 20 minutes. We know you're working your nuts off," and he is working his nuts off. He is trying to get the players to do what they're not good at, and it's making it worse and worse. And when you've got players who basically haven't got no tactical brain, you've got a captain who doesn't look convinced to me, and you've got another captain who's just earning his money because playing for himself. It's time to go. I can't even give him. He's not going to get mocked. GCSEs. If you don't, they give you a U. Because you haven't passed, you haven't met any of the points. It's lower than a 0. I'm going to give you lower than a 0. I'm going to give you a U. GCSE grade U.
Yeah, ungraded. What about you, Jess?
Well, on the thing I did with Tom, I said to him, Tom, did you see the post-match interview with Arteta? He said, no, but I will watch it. I said, the guy now, I'm getting to the point. Well, I'm starting to feel sorry for him.
Yeah, me.
I'm bringing back reality here, Jez. Do not feel sorry for this guy. He is on £6 million a year.
No.
He refuses to leave. He's the most arrogant bastard I've ever seen in football, with no credentials of managing football.
Hang on a minute. Because when I watched that interview, he looks so lost, so delusional. And to my mind, he looks like a loving animal that needs to be put down. He should be taken to the vet, and said, right, thanks, mate. You tried your best. You've been around for a couple of years, but
you've had
a good life. This is the end of your managerial career, and goodbye.
I think at Arsenal, I think he will be a good coach. But I think he needs to do. This is going to be a good learning experience for him. Where he'll
never get another managerial.
He will never get another. Not in this country. But if I was him, I'll go abroad. And if you want to play this brand of football, get players who are going to obey you and haven't got an ego. If you've got an ego as well, and you haven't got the results to sell your vision, and you alienate your players, you haven't got the concurrency of the security of results. And that's why it's not working out. You confuse the players.
When you get rid of William Saliba, Guendouzi, Martinez, I mean, them 3 alone are a disgrace that he's got rid of them. Yeah. Them 3 improve this club massively, especially Emi Martinez. Yeah, that is a competent, proper goalkeeper, right? You've got a proper centre-back that's balling out in France. You've got Guendouzi. Guendouzi wouldn't have been out there hiding today. We might have still got pumped 5-0, but he wouldn't have been hiding. And we would have been sitting there going, do you know what? He's the only one who's got any balls. Yeah. And he got rid of all 3 of them.
Your captain was petulant and cost us made things worse. Are you gonna discipline him? No.
Of course he ain't.
You know what? It's not nice to see a human being have a virtual coaching nervous breakdown like that. But the thing is that he could have, all he had to do was just get a clear playing style, and then his problems will be the thing. So he's going to have to learn that sometimes if you don't like a player, or you don't like someone, you're still going to have to work with them and find a way. You've got to put your personal feelings aside. and you have to make sure that when you make decisions like you made, that they do come off. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Because you've got to realise is that he's had so much goodwill from the fans, and he's had so much goodwill from the board and the media, and it just hasn't worked out.
Mate,
And
you're out here with Sky Sports turning off comments on posts about him. Yeah, so nobody can comment on it. Like, why? What has this guy got as a hold?
Well, yeah, because they know simple reasons. They know for well that the comment there'd be swear words in there. They're scared. They're scared.
But the other thing is, you know, we've all been to loads and loads of games over the years, and I you know, when we got done 8-2 by Man United, yeah, I don't remember people clapping the team off.
No,
I didn't either. But I think that's irony. I think two reasons. I think one of it irony, and two, the most important thing. I think that is two fingers up to people like us who want him gone, as to say we want it. We're clapping him off because we want to look like good fans, but also to say these toxic lot. I'm not part of them, even though on your Twitter bios,
what did people make of the people walking out after 30 minutes? Like, well, are they fake fans? Like, do you know what I mean?
They're fed up.
They're fed up, and everyone should have walked out at that point.
But do you remember when we lost 6-1 to Man United? When Arsenal fans were trying to get out at Man United in 2001. This is Man United X. But the thing is, right, is that you may not have a banner, you may not scream and shout, but that's still you're still executing your manager by ironically clapping and walking out. That is just as much as
I'll
death
give an example, right?
I don't think they were being ironic though, Kenny.
Maybe I've got it wrong.
They
were clapping the players at the end, 100%. But did you see when Gabriel Jesus scored? Gabriel Jesus scored from a Grealish pass, yeah? And they've gone over and they're cuddling. Row one, brand spanking new away Arsenal shirt, camera phone out. Let me take a picture of the Man City players celebrating. What is going on here? They've just scored against us, and you're taking a picture of that.
The thing about it, you've got to look.
That winds me up, man.
Yeah, you've got to look at the bigger picture. The fact of the matter is that they got to do as they do, please. But what's funny? That's what they've been reduced to. He's probably doing that out of that irony, thinking, "This is shit. Oh, fuck it." You know, you know what? I've got to go in a minute.
No,
I've got to go in about 2 seconds. One thing I will say, I didn't realise that certain things were happening in the world because it's Arsenal. I didn't realise that England won the cricket because I'm so consumed by Arsenal, and that's how much I love this club. Because I tell you now, Jez, I didn't see this coming. You saw it coming. I didn't. Maybe I believe too much.
No, I was trying to be positive. I sort of joked. Said, "Oh, well, we might scrape a 2-2." I knew that wasn't going to happen. I knew it. I knew we were going to get pipes. But yeah,
5-0, red card, 2 goals down in 20 minutes every time against Man City. But listen, lads,
it's better, could it?
Thanks
anyway,
for
lads.
player ratings again, man. I'm going to take a slow drive up to Seville and enjoy my evening.
Hey, one thing before I go. Remember, we've got 3 days to get a right back, a midfielder, and a centre forwards. 3 days.
And get rid of Kolasinac, Bellend, and other dross. Can't see it happening.
Any clubs that are interested in those players, remember, we've got 3 days to take them off our hands.
Nice one, lads. Thank you very much. Make sure you go and follow Captain 1972 on Insta.
See you guys. Love you all.